Right now at noon, a weather impact alert with a winter storm warning in the Cascades, dumping many inches of snow with more on the way. Plus, a woman shot and killed in Minneapolis while federal agents were on an immigration operation. Plus, Washington County is declaring a state of emergency with one of the state's main routes to the coast shut down. And later, another win for the Seattle Kraken and for one of their youngest members as he marks a major milestone in his professional career. Your News at Noon starts now. And we begin here at noon with a weather impact alert up in the Cascades, where the snow has been falling and it's expected to continue throughout the day. This video from Central Oregon shows people up at Mount Bachelor yesterday enjoying all that fresh powder. Thanks so much for joining us here at noon. I'm Stephanie Domerat. You saw the snow piling up. Mount Bachelor has seen 8 inches of snow since the storm started yesterday, and Timberline Lodge is reporting 18 inches. Let's get right to Chris McGinnis in the Weather Center with more on this. Chris, we've still got 1 to 2 additional feet on the way.
Yes, kind of round 2 coming in as we speak, Ashley, which will turn government camp, which is already quite snowy, into a continued winter wonderland this afternoon. So yes, our KGW weather impact alert continues for the Oregon Cascades. Winter storm warning in effect for the Washington and Oregon Cascades through 4 p.m. on Thursday. For round 2 coming in this afternoon and this evening, yes, 1 to 2 additional feet of snow expected. The snow level today around 2,500 feet, but it will lower a little bit, perhaps as low as 1,500 feet overnight tonight. So anyone traveling through the Cascades or obviously heading up to the ski resorts, you need to have traction tires or chains on. Those are required for some sections. Also keep an emergency kit with you as well. In fact, chain restrictions at this moment continue over US 26 from government camp through just west of the Warm Springs area and Highway 35 as well. For the latest updates on that, check tripcheck.com. They change the snow situation up there, changes fluidly throughout the day. So check that. There's the live look right now in government camp. Meanwhile, down low, we just got hit with a pretty heavy round of showers right through the I-5 corridor here. Portland, Vancouver, and Salem. That is now quickly sweeping up to the east, and that will become snow up in the Cascades as it works its way farther east. As we look upstream, the shower activity breaks up a little bit, so I think the remainder of our afternoon is going to be characterized with occasional showers out there. Also a little bit of a breezy south wind. Last check, it's 42 degrees at PDX, and temperatures will hover in the low to mid 40s for the remainder of the day with on and off showers peppering the region through sunset. Sunset tonight at 4:44. Your full forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Chris, thank you. We'll see you then. And if you're looking to visit Mount Hood or the surrounding areas, make sure to double check before you head out and be prepared with emergency supplies before you go. Sunrise reporter Thomas Schultz joins us from government camp with what you can expect.
It is early Wednesday morning here in Timberline, and the cars are starting to stream in already with 15 to 16 inches of fresh snow on the ground. I brought my KGW trusty measuring stick. You can see, I mean, this is deep, deep snow here that's just fresh. This is, again, 15 to 16 inches reported overnight. And skiers and snowboarders across our area are rejoicing. We talked to a guy who camped out at government camp last night to get up to Timberline early this morning to hit the slopes. Here's what he had to say.
It's the first day I've been around that it's actually like dropped like a couple feet, it seems like. Maybe a foot, I don't know. I didn't really check, but yeah, it looks good. Just stoked for a sick day, and everybody needs to come on out here.
And I'm going to try to hike up this just a little bit to see how much and how deep this snow is. I mean, this is knee deep almost, new snow on the ground. Of course, there's already some snow, but that has been packed in here at Timberline Lodge. This new snow, once again, really bringing the ski and snowboarding season into full effect after a really lackluster start to the season. So a lot for people here to look forward to today. At Timberline Lodge, Thomas Schultz, KGW News.
Up to the knees in snow. Love that, Thomas. Thank you. And by the way, if you have photos or videos to share, we'd love to see them, or a news story you'd like to let us know about, you can text the number you see here on your screen, 503-226-5088. And stay with KGW as we continue to track weather impacts across our region. You can find the latest on air or anytime on our website at kgw.com. We're following breaking news this afternoon out of Minneapolis, where a woman is dead after being shot by an ICE agent. DHS calls the woman a violent rioter and weaponized her vehicle in an attempt to run over an ICE agent. We are going to show you some cell phone video of the incident, but we do want to warn you it is tough to watch. The shooting is blurred and you will not hear gunshots. Multiple ICE agents surrounded the car and at least one agent was near the hood of the vehicle. Another appears to reach through the open window as she attempts to drive away. The ICE agents then fire multiple gunshots. The Minneapolis police chief says the woman was shot in the head. At a press conference just a short time ago, this is what Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey had to say.
To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite. People are being hurt. Families are being ripped apart. Long-term Minneapolis residents that have contributed so greatly to our city, to our culture, to our economy are being terrorized, and now somebody is dead. That's on you.
Now, Gordon Severson is at the scene of that incident with more on what happened.
Yeah, a few witnesses when I first got here did mention that there was some sort of a car crash or some sort of a ramming incident. They didn't at that time know if it was something that was intentional or if it was, you know, an accident or anything like that. But that is something that we had heard from a few witnesses when we first got here to the scene. Since we last spoke a few minutes ago, there has been some more smoke that has been launched. It's kind of escalated a little bit, a little louder, more snowballs being thrown. We are seeing a lot more police kind of moving in, Minneapolis police officers moving into the area, and the chief has been a little closer to the scene. I don't know if you can see, but there's members of the police leadership team right in front of us that are gathering, and so they are, obviously trying to get a sense of the situation. And like we said before, we are trying to, get a hold of them to try to get some information about what happened. The crowd has kind of moved and then come back. It's been dispersed when smoke has been launched, but it doesn't appear that people are wanting to leave. That the smoke is not deterring anyone. They are kind of gearing up to stay here for the day.
And stay with KGW. We will continue to follow this rapidly developing incident throughout the day. We will have the latest details for you and information from local and federal officials, both on the air and on our website at kgw.com. And back closer to home and developing this afternoon, a Gresham gymnastics coach is in jail, accused of sexually abusing 2 children. Police arrested 56-year-old Eric Stinson after they say former athletes reported they experienced inappropriate sexual behavior. Court documents list 2 victims under the age of 14 and allege the incidents happened from 2012 to 2016. Stinson is listed as the director of gymnastics at the Northwest Gymnastics Training Center in Gresham. He now faces 5 charges, including first-degree sex abuse and sodomy. Stinson was arraigned yesterday and granted a monitored pretrial release. We have reached out to the training center for comment. So far, we have not heard back. KGW's John Adams will have an in-depth report on this coming up at 4 o'clock. Salem City Council is holding a special meeting tonight to decide the fate of a newly appointed board member who has a criminal history. In 1994, Kyle Hedquist was sentenced to life without parole on aggravated murder and burglary charges. In 2022, that sentence was commuted by Governor Kate Brown. And last month, he was appointed to Salem's Community Police Review Board and Civil Service Commission, a move some community leaders opposed. Tonight, in a special meeting, the City Council is set to adopt a new process for criminal history checks and reasons why someone wouldn't be recommended. There are also motions to both reconsider and withdraw Hedquist from his roles. That special meeting is set for tonight at 6 o'clock at the Salem Public Library. A look now at your national headlines this afternoon. The U.S. Coast Guard has seized 2 separate oil tankers linked to Venezuela today. The first was a Russian flag tanker seized in the North Atlantic for violating U.S. sanctions following a weeks-long chase. It was initially pursued off the coast of Venezuela last month and became a new flashpoint between Washington and Moscow. Later this morning, the U.S. announced the seizure of another sanctioned tanker, this time in the Caribbean Sea. The second tanker was Panama flagged. Nick Rayner's arraignment on charges he killed his parents was delayed today after his lawyer withdrew from the case. The 32-year-old was in a Los Angeles courtroom where he was expected to enter a plea to charges that he fatally stabbed film director Rob Rayner and Michelle Rayner. After Rayner's attorney stepped down, a public defender took over and asked the court to move the arraignment to next month. The arraignment hearing is now set for February 23rd. Rayner faces 2 counts of first-degree murder. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. outlined new dietary guidelines as part of an effort to improve the health of Americans. The new recommendations encourage Americans to, among other things, eat more protein and full-fat dairy while cutting back on ultra-processed foods and added sugars. A White House spokesperson said the new guidance will be phased into schools and federal food programs over the next 2 years. And those are your national headlines.